Hello, hello. Welcome back to another Random Battles episode, and this one's a little more exciting than usual. We now have DLC 2 out, which means there's going to be a lot of new guys with funny new sets. I've seen a few of them, and they're pretty sinister, especially if we see a Smeargle. But let's get into the game we have ahead of us. So we got Masquerade into Iron Leaves, which is pretty good. This thing can't really touch us. Probably thinking we're going to set up our webs, but actually, we're going to Quiver Dance up. Okay, so Komala comes out. Body Slam does a lot if he has that. If he has Double Edge, which he might from the new DLC, that could be a problem. We have Sinistcha, though. We also have Arceus Ghost. I think I want to keep the Arceus Ghost hidden for a bit longer, so we're going to Sinistcha here. I think it goes for a normal move. Yeah, because there's still a Body Slam. That's good to know. We'll just go for a Machagacha, see what he brings out. Because Iron Leaves isn't really a good switch into Sinistcha either. So we're kind of just forcing more information. Brings out the Brute Bonnet. That's another thing for Masquerade to prey on. But right now, it's threatening a Spore. Can we do much about that? I don't think so. Masquerade is the obvious switch in, but then it gets Spored. Maybe we go Ursaring, absorb that Spore. That's what I'm thinking. That's my thought here. Actually just goes back to Komala. Interesting. Well, I'm bulky enough so I can just scout this. I don't think he wants to play too aggressive. Yeah, he goes for the knockoff. That does limit our defensive utility, but I think it's more valuable to kill Komala than it is for Komala to get damage on Ursaring. Because Komala is kind of annoying. Hits pretty hard. It has a lot of different weird coverage options. So you have to respect it. You really can't just sit in front of a Komala. You can have Sucker Punch, Play Rough, Knock Off, Superpower, Woodhammer. This guy has a very large move pool for some reason. But yeah, today's going to be probably a little chaotic with the new sets because no one's going to know what anything else does. It actually has an Orthworm. Get a pair on it. That's nice. So this thing, there's a good chance that it just passes a what's it called? Substitute with Shed Tail. We can't really do much about that. I'm thinking we could go Master Rain. We have the Bug Buzz at least to threaten things like Iron Leaves and Brute Bonnet. If he goes for that. If not, we still allure his attack. He can't really hit us that hard. Yeah. I'm happy to just Quiver Dance here. I'm really not that bothered if he Shed Tails out. Unless he Shed Tails does something really good. Okay, so he goes Talonflame. So we have an option here. We could go for the Terra Water and try to win the game. We know a lot about his team, and we know that we do a lot of damage to everything right now. The only thing that would worry me is Brute Bonnet Sucker Punching. So we do know he's... Do we know he's leftovers? No. Not sure what he is. Sucker Punch plus Brave Bird. How much does that do? Sucker Punch probably does about 40... And Brave Bird do 50-ish. It's a little risky, but I'm going to go for it. Alright, it's not even Gale Wings, so I don't have to worry about taking Brave Bird. Totally forgot. Okay, we hit the Hydro Pump. We're looking good. The Hydro Pump, once the Terra actually wasn't necessary. Without Terra, we still would have one-shot. Whoops. I mean, Terra Water's not a bad thing to be. Why didn't that work, he says in the chat. Probably not Gale Wings. Yeah, so he was not Gale Wings. I assume he tried to Brave Bird. And that was what my Terra was predicated on. Dodging the Brave Bird, not dying to it. Because that would have just taken us out. We're looking pretty good now. By the way, what is our GXE? Or not our GXE, our ELO's. ELO's 1673. Maybe we can get to 1750 today for lucky. We'll see. I don't want to take too long as usual since the 45 minutes is just a lot for one video. Especially while I'm still fledgling, you know. It seems a bit ambitious to put out that much just raw gameplay. Alright, Cam0424. Make your move, please. Okay, we've got Chromala out. It's probably just Sucker Punches. We killed Bug Buzz. No Sucker Punch. He's just dead. This would leave me to believe that he's not in a good spot, but he still has Terra. Have to keep that in mind. You can see like Terra fighting on the leaves. If that comes in, that's what I think it's going to do. We'll go for the Hurricane here. And we got it. Nice. That feels nice. We are sitting pretty. Hydro Pump kills if it hits. Doesn't hit, that's fine. He just rests up. He probably actually lives this hit. No, he will not live the crit. Never mind. I mean, it wasn't doing much anyway. With the Terra getting called out and hitting Hurricane, he's kind of dead in the water, and that's going to be game. Perfect. Crawl up to, I think that was 94. On to our next, we have a Ho-Oh. Okay, so Ho-Oh's back. That's right. Oh, Jesus. We've got some strong lats. We've got Deoxys defense. This thing has Toxic, though. We have to be careful. Umbreon is always a problem if you let it sit around. Orthworm, though, looks like a great switch in. And this, oh, it's just like a setup Sweeper Deoxys with Psychic Noise. I don't even know how much damage Psychic Noise does, but it is the new attack that like blocks healing. But for now, let's go to Orthworm. Don't want to take a Toxic for no reason. Exactly. And what he does with Foul Play, like, is approximately 0 damage. Nah, I mean, it does like 20 something. We Shed Tail out here. That way we can avoid the Toxic. Who we go to, though? We go to Gengar, maybe? We go to... I mean, nothing's really surviving the Foul Play except Hydreigon. It is Nasty Plot, so we could go to that. He has his own Deoxys. Good lord. This guy being back is so scary. He's just a scary guy. I don't even know what he has. Superpower, Psycho Boost, coverage, probably. He doesn't have U-turn. I don't think it U-turns. So I'm just gonna click Dark Pulse here. I don't want to stick around too long to figure out what this thing does and then lose. Switch out to the Crab. Perfectly fine with me. So I think we Nasty Plot here. My reason being because we don't kill him unless we crit. We can't bank on a crit, of course. We Nasty Plot because then, I mean, Flash Cannon's 2-hit KO, but then forces in Deoxys, basically. I want to force in the Deoxys and then go to my own Deoxys. Yeah, so we'll Flash Cannon here, pick up the kill. And we are Terra Dark. Yeah, I assume this guy, if he comes in, he has Superpower. You're totally gonna click Superpower. I know it. Everyone knows it. He does. Yeah. I doubt he stays in here. We actually have... I'm gonna make a call out. I think he goes to Umbreon, thinking he can deal with this. We will get our leftovers healing on Orthworm, and we can Shed Tail again. Perfect. We're out here making plays, baby. We're making plays. It's funny that I'm now playing well. I actually just played in a UUbers round 8 of the Swiss tournament. I did not take it seriously because it didn't matter. If I won or lost, I was pretty much the same outcome. So I threw some garbage teams at my opponent and still almost won. But the round 3 team instantly lost to Taunt Spectre. That's the opposite of playmaking. But now after that long-winded explanation, I'm just here to say we are back. We'll Nasty Plot here. Foul Play, if he does it again, it breaks sub. But then I throw in a big Draco. Not sure he wants to take that. Plus, if he wants to stick around and, like, wish and protect and stuff, we can play around that. It's a nasty plot. Now, unfortunately, because it's Orthworm and not Cyclizar, Orthworm is pretty much spent. It's just dead, basically. Dark Pulse will most likely kill here. Yep. So we take our Sandaconda for free. Lovely. And we are still behind sub. Deoxys comes in. We're gonna get Dark Pulsed. Okay, so Deoxys dead. We're looking really good. We're up 6-3. Screamtail comes in. Yeah, this guy can end me. Even if I were to, like, Terra, he would stop. He'd probably still live Flash Cannon. There's, like, no reason to stay in, basically. Dazzling Gleamer player for whatever he has. There's no point. We'll just go to Orthworm, sack that. That's fine. Now, where do we go? I'm thinking Gengar looks pretty strong here. We can mess with the Umbreon using Encore and stuff. Sludge Wave is just free, though. We just launch this. Now, he does still have Terra. He could go, like, Terra Steel. He will get the Thunder Wave off. Takes a lot of damage, though. Screamtail is nearly out of commission. We will just fire off another Sludge Wave. Yep, Umbreon comes in. We actually can't really Terra out of dealing with that. So he's not going to Toxic. We still have to be careful here. Umbreon is annoying. Because we don't have a great way to break it off the bat. I mean, Foul Play doesn't even kill us, actually. We could just go for big damage with Focus Blast. That's an idea. But the odds of getting through Para, not getting crit, and hitting, it's a little suspect. But that damage would be really good on Umbreon. That would seal the game. We'll go for it. He goes for a Wish. Do a lot of damage here. He's gonna protect. Pretty obvious play. We can just go Ho-Oh. He actually goes for the Foul Play. That's bold. That was really bold. I'm gonna go for a Sacred Fire here. A burn would be nice. Yeah, because now we can chip that down. Goes for another Wish. I do not want him going into Screamtail, so I'm gonna Brave Bird here. Yeah. Yeah, this thing is just gonna be fat. As it does. But at least it's not getting that leftovers chip heal anymore. I am just going to recover here. Goes for another Wish. We'll just go for another Brave Bird, as he does Toxic. We'll go to Gengar now. See if we can catch him clicking moves too much. Yeah, okay, we disable and Encore him. What does this even do to him? He's just in hell now. I think this is a free Sludge Wave. I think this forces a struggle. He just stays into struggle. What's going on? Okay, he does switch out there. That was strange. Okay, Umbreon is now dangerously low. We just stay in and Sludge Wave. He's dead. Okay. Okay, Raging Bolt in the back. That's fine. I think we can deal with this with our 5 remaining Pokemon. I mean, I guess he could be like Calm Mind or something. I don't really know what this guy has. I think Deoxys defense, though, is pretty safe. How much does Psychic Noise do? 75? Not bad. Goes for the Thunderbolt that does 0 damage. We'll just get one more Calm Mind off. We'll recover for good measure. This game's basically over. Staying in with the Encore Umbreon. Oh, he does crit me. Stop. That was bizarre. I'll say it. I did not think he would just stay in and, like, struggle. I mean, he didn't know it because you can't see the rest of my team, but that Umbreon could have caused some problems long term. Goes for a Thunderclap. Fun little Sucker Punch. That's a game, though. Yeah, I don't know about that play, though. It's pretty funny, though. I was right. I wasn't actually... I told you guys that it would be a struggle. Wasn't entirely sure. Turns out if you're encored and disabled, you do in fact struggle. Okay. Next matchup, we do have an option to Grass Knot the Swampert, who is back. We do have a lot of ways to deal with it. We got Zarina and Decidueye. Got a Golduck. It's a pretty alright team, I guess. We'll just go for Grass Knot. See if he expects it. He does not expect it. We will take Swampert. It's a nice start. We're sitting at 1717. Okay. Up against almost 1800. The Woach comes in. So I'm thinking, I mean, pretty obvious, like, knockoff here, right? I'm thinking, who do we want item on? Assault Vest, Life Orb. We don't want to get knocked off on either of our Guts users. They really need those, and knockoff is pretty annoying against Raichu, Golduck. We'll go Zarina. Yeah, there's the knockoff. Potential Protect coming in for the high jump kick. We're gonna knock ourselves. Yeah, there's the Protect. Now we high jump kick. And he can't really touch us. In fact, I'm gonna just knock off again. Yeah. Because there's no reason for Wochian to stay in at that point. Okay, so we got Skuntank. Another dark type that we don't deal with particularly well. This could be a Conkeldurr mode, but we're also looking at a Gunk Shot, which Conkeldurr takes a lot from. But I think we need Conkeldurr to break first to make headway for Flareon. That's what I'm thinking. Actually, he just goes for the Toxic Spike, which is pretty good against our team. Do we have any... we have no way to deal with that. We have, I guess, Rapid Spin. We have Rapid Spin. Anyway, we just go for a close combat here. He crits us. Annoying. But we do get rid of that Skuntank. Are we gonna see Wochien, perhaps? If he goes Woach, we will Mach Punch on a Protect. Or he goes, oh, Misdreavus. Now what can you do? I actually don't know. Straight up just do not know what this thing does. Is it going to be a mini Fluttermane? Either way, Conkeldurr's slow and almost dead, so we just let it go. It's looking like a good entry point for Flareon, who could actually just take Poison instead of Guts, which is neat. Yeah, we'll do that. We get it immediately. We'll just Flare Blitz. Almost nothing switches into this. Oh, that switches in. This is, if you cannot tell, understandable. It's the new Entei, who's actually very bulky. Facade, however, could be a workaround. Because again, we just don't have a great option to deal with a Dragon type. Looking at our team, I think we have to go for the Facade here. Guess if he goes for a Dragon Dance, so we're gonna kill this thing. Yeah, even if that missed the kill, we would just follow up with Quick Attack. So that's scary. I'm thinking Zarina is looking good end game. You're just gonna Headlong or Earthquake, whichever you have. I think Decidueye is good here. Yeah, he goes for the Headlong, crits us too. For good measure. I don't think he stays it. I think he's going to Wochien. I'm gonna make a risky double. We'll see if this works out. We get it. Okay. Wochien's gonna Protect. That's fine. Now we get a huge hit up on something. We go Misdreavus or Ursula. He stays in on Wochien. I think that's the losing play. Because now Zarina and Decidueye are looking really good. Zarina, I'll bring that in first, because I think Misdreavus would probably just kill Decidueye from this range. And let's go for a knockoff. What's stopping us, right? Now this thing could be like Terra Fairy. It's been a little scary. Do a lot of damage. I'm gonna go for a Power Whip. He is Terra Fairy. Live that. Do we kill though? We do kill. Dude, I don't want to brag too much, but come on. These terror callouts have been insane, and we basically can't lose to Ursaluna now. We have way too much stuff to hit it with. First I call out the Terra on, who was it earlier? The Iron Leaves. We call it the Terra there, on something I haven't even played against before. I mean, what more can you ask for? Right? I think we can go for one more, so we can get a 4th win under our belt, and then we'll call it after this next game. Because I'm feeling good. I got this stuff on lock. Alright, we got Donphan versus Toedscruel. We do have ice on this Donphan. And we are sturdy, so I think we always just attack here, right? Who else do we have? Yeah, if we can get rid of Toedscruel, that opens up Regieleki. We have the funny Toucannon. He's back. And it looks like we've gotten some changes to, like, Furgraf. Now it's Psychic Noise instead of, like, Future Sight. We've got a Roaring Moon, an Armarouge. A lot of the typical guys. We'll just go for Ice Spinner here. He goes for Leaf Storm. He's just dead. That's a good trade for me. Because now I don't even have to necessarily give up my Donphan. In case, you know, he has a Regieleki, for example. I can keep this guy around if I want to. Yeah, that. It was a good time to have Assault Vest Donphan. Goes to Dondozo. What is the Dozinator plotting? Probably just gotta go for an attack, right? I mean, why wouldn't you? What is Beak Blast? Is that physical? This is like Gen 7 stuff, so I briefly encountered it when I first started playing, but I don't really know. Boomburst looks really strong. I would love to switch in Regieleki, but it would take a billion from Wave Crash. We'll just go Toucannon. And I think, yeah, do we Beak Blast or do we Boomburst? I mean, Boomburst looks better, right? Unless he has, like, a Ghost type. I don't see a reason not to Boomburst here. Yeah, bringing in the Dondozo immediately just to Wave Crash is interesting. Because Dondozo is the kind of guy that if you keep it in the back, you know, maybe get some information, whittle it down to physical attackers, you just win the game. Okay, so he's got a Garg. That's not what you want to see. Who do we go to here? I'm thinking maybe Farigiraf is looking nice. Farigiraf kind of beats Dondozo and Garg. I like that. Let's go for Farigiraf, and... oh, he actually just goes for Stone Edge. We will just Psychic Noise here. Right? I think Wish is a bit too passive. Let's keep some pressure up with Psychic Noise. Get the heal block going. Yeah, so he's Curse, and he only gets one more attack off here, then he's dead. Because he cannot recover. He misses a Stone Edge, which does suck for him. Would have done like half our health. Farigiraf is pretty bulky, though. That's a Garg down. It never clicks Salt Cure. Surprising. I assume it has it. Anyone who makes a Garg set without Salt Cure is playing a different game from us. Yeah, we'll turn on the timer just in case, you know. Looking good, though. Dondozo cannot come in here. Okay, Deoxys Speed comes out. What do you do? Maybe like Dark Pulses here? Could have Nasty Plot. That would be nasty. I'm just gonna Body Slam. See what he does. Okay, yeah, it is Nasty Plot. I'm thinking Toucannon's a sack here. Doesn't really have a lot of utility for us. It could roost later, but I think we just play hyper offense. He actually lives that. What a goat. But it's not gonna live this. Now, though, we can bring out Regieleki safely. And, he does have the Kilowattrel. That's good to know. That is important information. So our options here are Exploding, which, although funny, would not be good against Dondozo. Not great, at least. We do have the Farigiraf. Exploding doesn't even kill, also. but it is funny. I think you can win, and I don't want to have Regieleki be a liability with Kilowatto around. We're just gonna explode. He will not roost. He did not roost. What do I say? And now we can throw in the Ice Shard. If he switches, that's fine. I'm unbothered. We'll keep that in the back. And now we go to our Frigoref. And yeah, we'll Psychic Noise here. And I'm pretty comfortable just wishing here. Dondozo does not do anything. Oh wow, I'm just now noticing he's not getting leftovers when he's heal blocked with Psychic Noise. That's brutal. And now we kill with Psychic Noise, so yeah, Dondozo dealt with. These guys are both really low. Actually, Farigiraf with Psychic Noise is nasty against all guys. What do? Right? Do we just take a Dark Pulse here? Probably. That's probably fine. Just don't flinch, please. Thank you. Okay, Deoxys down. Now we just have a Kilowatto and Zep Strike. It was also really, really fast. I wonder if this thing's gonna, like, Supercell Slam, which, for the uninitiated, is a new electric type clone of Jump Kick. So, 100 base power, 95 accuracy. If you miss or don't connect for some reason, take half recoil, which is actually really brutal. I say that because if a ground type switches in on your electric move, you just take a ton of damage. At any rate, though, I think Roaring Moon can clean up here. Let's go for the Dragon Dance. Yeah, I think we resist all this stuff. Well, not that, but, you know, close enough. I think Outrage finishes everything off here. Well, he could live. We're still fine. If he lives, we just Ice Shard. Yeah, that's why I kept Donphan around. And we will take the win. I think I'll call it here. We're at 1764. Looking pretty strong. We are approaching the higher ladder. And we're doing it rapidly. I'm happy. Got some fun new DLC stuff going on. And yeah, I'm going to call it here. If you're still listening, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll hopefully see you next time. See ya.